Hello. So tonight we're gonna play 5-player AI Xeno invasion games. At least that's the plan. So yeah. Xeno invasion, it's been a while. Remember, engines are super strong, and military can be good if you get the stars aligned as usual. So default here is to keep this. Several unplayable cards. Probably settle, each produce, pretty strong. Or explore. Or produce, I guess. Certainly the discards are simple. So all 4 chose military, that's interesting. So guaranteed somebody's going to settle here. So we can produce, I believe. Hope somebody explores. Okay, dev settle, produce. Pass on dev, settle that, pay 1. This might actually be better. Just to play the 1 blue military world we draw, if any. Like Pirate World or something. Certainly trade. So these to be called settle and this guy called dev. This guy reached both. He upgraded? No, I didn't upgrade. So he's going to leash the consume, he might produce, which is good for us if he does. Trade here. Trade? Maybe produce? Or X2 maybe? Yeah, I just like to X2 in a spot like this, feels like. In any case, we're going to trade, so yeah, he does X2. Basically, instead of getting 3 cards, he's getting 1 card, 2 points. So he's trading 2 cards for 2 points, it's interesting. On round 1, or round 2. Dev again here, trade here, produce here, yeah. So he could have X2 to get 2 chips in a card, but instead he produces to get 2 cards in a chip and a good back. Interesting. Makes sense. Dev, I'm gonna pass, trade that. And we get a good back, so we can trade again. Unfortunately nobody's been exploring, which sucks, given our home world. Now we have a good blue world, we still have consumer markets. I don't really expect dev from this player anymore. Hopefully somebody settles and nobody devs and then we can dev. Probably just have to trade here and hope nobody devs. God damn it. What is going on? X2 here, produce, dev again. Super awkward. I guess we could have explored leech a dev and a produce, theoretically. Dev, leech a dev, consume, produce. Could replay that later maybe. If I play this, I lose one of my blue cards, so it doesn't really make sense. This doesn't make sense. And going all in for this is maybe the best play, probably. It really sucks to lose this though. Nice. Better lucky than good. So no cards. He called dev and passed on his own dev and discarded for chips. What? So trade here, maybe produce there, probably. Probably tough to trade. Somebody settles, which is not very likely. This guy might settle. Actually, this guy might settle. So yeah, we'll just trade. Nice. Okay. So we're going blue, so we want to go maybe blue-green, because there's blue-green combos. I mean, everything combos with green in this expansion. Discard 3. Drawn goes well with terraforming. I mean, we're going to be discarding 3 and then paying 2 for this. So we go down to 3 here no matter what. So what 3 cards are we going to want to keep? Let's go with blue. So basically 3 military cards, because I mean the rest doesn't really matter or make much sense. These 3 maybe? Definitely not this. Well. Like this maybe? Doesn't seem right. So Rebel Homeworld. Maybe like that. So Rebel Homeworld 3222. I think there's a shortcut here that I'm forgetting. To unselect all. Oh, I didn't realize there was a dead there. So, now what? No blue world. Oh, great. Showing the wrong scene. Well, I guess I can undo the game and show it. So rusty. But yeah, so opening hand here, kept Surveyors and discarded these 2 basically irrelevant cards. And then everybody's going military except for us. Second round, I was certain with all these military worlds somebody was going to settle, so Naked produced, which succeeded. Pass on Dev because we don't have anything worth playing. Play Outer's Colony, paying with Space Marines because tactics could be useful. Next round, trade of course. Pass on Dev, sensibly. And then here we got a good again, so we just trade again. Unfortunately somebody developed, so we're left with a really tough decision. Because we have a blue world in this, and I elected to go all in with this because there's a produce as well and stuff. And then here we traded, and there's a dev and a settle and an explorer. Pass on dev and play this to draw 6 on trade, keeping these 3 military cards from this whole setup basically. I was able to keep 3 cards after paying for this, so I figured the best combo was probably these 2 and this, but it's difficult. So I settled that, and then trade for 6, and now here we are. This is where I'm at now. So, choosing an action. We have a 4.2 card engine. If we crank, we have a many card engine if we just want to draw. So produce trade gives us 2, 4, 6, 8 cards, 1 point, which is pretty insane. Problem here is we don't have a good settle. This guy is quite likely to settle. These guys should be trading, but keyword should. What it will actually do is anyone's guess. This one should be trading for sure. And this one, who knows? Doesn't have a producing world yet. I mean, we pretty much have to produce. This guy gets nothing out of produce, nothing out of produce, nothing out of produce, nothing out of produce, but 1 card. So yeah, it doesn't even matter. Just produce and hope it doesn't go settle no dev. Well, it does go settle no dev. This guy produced. Weird. Okay, discard 3. Our only settleable world is this. So I guess we're gonna have to play it. Because we're gonna overflow anyways, so. We didn't even need to produce, which is weird. So I could have called dev here. That would have been amazing. I mean, it would have been really good. Instead of the situation we're in. Discard 3. Super convoluted military. 2, 3, 4, or I guess 2, 4 for yellow. So we don't need this ever. This is what? 2 per rebel military world, 1 parenthesis, it's just never gonna be that good. Settle that, ping 2. It's gonna be late for this. Not sure. I don't play 2 solo. So I could trade or x2 here. We have a good settle now. Good enough. I guess we just trade each of the builds. Yeah, seems fine. Dev, trade, produce. Export, dev, trade, produce. Discard 3. We're gonna massively overflow here. So I guess just play the biggest card and dump all the military now. Or most of it anyways. Keep the multicolor possibility. Trade, get a chip, discard 5 at end of round, all the military. But we're not really going to be going military here. We now have a green and a brown, although the game's going to be over. This stupid card. Cards in the discard pile. Nobody really has any military. This guy kind of. So I guess now we just start X2ing because people are producing. Yeah, like this guy. Gets as much as, actually he gets more than we do, that sucks. The AIs are so hard to play against. Still don't know how. Why does this guy still have goods? Oh. It doesn't actually get anything other than this now. Huh. Well, I guess we'll X2 there. Dev, X2, X trade produce. Dev. Don't have any devs, like. Oh, wait a second. This can come with a good, right? Yeah. And produce. So... Are we catching up here? Settle X2, X2. Yeah, I don't even have another consume power, it's so bad. No produce. Game gonna end here? Looks like it will. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it. And now we're just... There's nothing we can do. Pray that it doesn't end. But yeah, guaranteed ends. No dev. Alright. 5-player loss. Next game. Oh shit, I forgot to load up Discord when I rebooted. So, actually, I think I want to play an alternate thing. Alternate endgame there, we'll try it. Was it? So discard this. Deuce. right? Right, so what happens if we explore +1? Somehow we miraculously know what they're going to do. So discard 3. And we dev this. Keeping 2. Discard 3. I guess just start X2ing there. So we're losing to this guy. Wow, this is a huge hand. 9 points in cards. Also just settle. Like somebody else is gonna probably produce, but somebody's gonna settle too. I think produce is better. Yeah. Dev, copy this, pay 1, settle, produce. Not gonna spend too much time on it. I think that's probably the best way. X2. Better to just play the production world, maybe? You can get 2 points now, but just much prefer production worlds against AIs. If we ever get to this. 2 green, 1, 2. Dev. We don't. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we discarded 2 cards we want to keep. We'll play this later. I guess the game's almost over. Is it over here? So it didn't end up mattering that we played the production world, so we could have got an extra point. Cards, -6, 5, 6, and settle. Viewpoint player. So it'll be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 points, or 2, 7, 8, 9. If it comes down to tiebreakers, I'll do the math. But, oh. So this was the better play, because the yellow good would be just left over, actually. So this way we massacre them. But yeah, we have to soul read them on that round. I mean, I took a risk, but AIs are more likely to settle than dev in that spot, so I'm okay with the way I played it, but turns out it was devastating when they do dev on that round. Basically, this is the game state where I'm supposed to figure out that maybe I should explore +1/+1. I mean, it's ridiculous, kind of. It's incredible because there's a dev, a consume, and a produce. But like, so I thought this guy was going to produce, which he does, right? No, he X2s. Or sorry, X2 makes sense because it's not guaranteed somebody's going to consume. But yeah, this guy's might produce. Also might produce. This guy, who knows? Explore, I guess. So this guy devs, produce. X2. Can I ever predict this? So the X2 here I can predict half the time. Produce here I can kind of predict. Produce here I can kind of predict. Dev here I can't see coming. But one of these players should be deving or settling, basically. So dev was certainly decently likely to happen, and if the dev happened, I was going to get screwed. But I can play this, and if both happened and I explore, I go to 3, 6, 8. I can't leech both anyway. I don't know. This game is hard. I could also call dev myself, which might be better. Need to consume produce, but then I only have one card plus this, so I can't afford it the next round. I think in the long run trading here is the best play, but when they do dev like here, it's just a disaster if there's no settle. Like if it's dev and settle, it's okay here to get this out. I think trade was probably fine. Alright, next game. So we have a green blue combo. Just exploring the dev, and no settle we play this, I guess. This doesn't really fit that well. This is just a better card. Unless we have... oh, wait a second. We have Alpha Centauri. So it's like 1 cost more, 1 point more, draw 1 more on every consume. But we have other things to do. This feels a little weak here. You can keep it speculatively over this though. Because neither is likely to see play. Because these are the priority here. But if we draw into the nuts brown, we could play this. I think this is better. Settle, produce. I mean, we have to just settle, probably this. extra brown goo we need to get rid of. I'm gonna err on the side of playing relatively quickly. I have to pay one more here anyways. Don't care about bank as an engine. We could call settle, discard an extra card to get a good if there's a consume, which almost certainly there will be. And then if there's a produce, we have a 6-point engine as well. That's pretty good. I feel like settle's almost ready to play here. So yeah, all those things do happen. So paid 3 and then +1. You could just ignore homework because it's a windfall and they always produce. What are our opponents doing? So this guy produces. Been playing this solo, not looking at opponents, which is never great, but so tempting to play faster. Even in secluded worlds. Basically, we're trading in 1 card for 3 points, so it has to be worth it. I guess this makes more sense just because it's cheaper. You know, do we just start X2ing? 2-point engine, 0, 0, 0, or 2 points. We'll probably just start X2ing until they stop producing anyway. Yeah, we just stopped. Now what? This guy might produce. This guy needs diversified. Nothing changed there, and this guy's got a military. And we have to produce either way. Unless we know he's going to, but we could X2 then trade. So we'll X2 first. Get to produce again. So we're gonna have to keep X2ing until they stop producing, because we have the best engine, right? Yeah. It's a 12-point engine, so long as somebody keeps producing. Okay, no produce here. Keep the cheaper stuff. So now, 20 chips in the pool. We're up by 7 on this guy. I think trade's probably good. And we gotta produce. Nice. Can't settle though. Now the X2. Is it over? Maybe. Dev X2. There's a lot of goods out there, so it might be over. 2. Nothing else. Oh, sorry, 1 point. This guy is getting... Oh, Jesus. So 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 16. So the game's over. $16, 18, 20. All the devs are garbage. Whew, barely. Barley. 5-player AI win. Relatively close game, 35-33, 31-29. I don't think there's anything I want to replay here per se. So we'll just go again. Couple cheap windfalls. Trade +1 is pretty good. I feel like this format they're going to be settling a lot round 1, so we could probably make a trade. I guess we'd trade this one, then this one. Oh, we have this. Is that right? We have to go to that home world. Like, playing this for these is so much worse. So certainly we're chucking this, or I mean we don't really need it. Colony ship, this is great. And both of these are decent. Something like that. I'll actually whiff on the trade here. But probably not. Yeah. Red chose develop and place new military tactics. I don't know, the dev seems pretty good. If there's no settle, we play this. If there is, we play this, and then into this is really good. Rather than make a trade shenanigans for windfalls we don't really need. Okay, deuce happens. Really looking to go military, but we are kind of military already. Yeah? We are military. Certainly playing this and then this. I mean, this thing's pretty crappy. I don't really expect. It produces on there. It's just like any old production world. This is redundant. Dev this. Dev. Should probably look and see what they dev'd. Like, this guy's got a better dev phase than us. Dev settle consume. Federation. No produce. This guy's probably going to produce twice or whatever. Trade, certainly. Possibly produce. Trade. So I don't really expect to see any builds here. Maybe this guy. And producing ourselves does what? Gets us a good here. isn't that useful. It's basically chipping a card. There's a dev, we're not super happy. Although it's not the end of the world. If there's a settle, we are pretty happy. Good explorer. 2 opponents have +1 look. And they're low on cards. I mean, we have a 4.1 card engine, which is the best engine right now, so I guess we'll just produce. This guy produced indeed. Is G-Fed even worth it anymore? I guess it could still be. Whereas this is whatever. Good trade. Oh wow. What the hell? What happened that round? Somebody explored and somebody settled? How did he afford that? Oh, fucking Alpha Centauri. Jeez. Very nice. So now he has a better engine. Well, we have the same engine, 4.2 card. Whereas ours is on the leech. So I guess we X2 and then trade. Just settle. Which he can't leech, so that's good. He can X2 twice now. Or trade for a lot. Blues, so this one trades for 2, 3, 4. This trades for 5. I can't imagine we're not gonna oh, what does it produce that? Well, I guess I didn't notice, so it's my bad. But I could have kept that good. So I guess we just X2, so who produced this guy? So we benefit as long as people keep producing, so we'll just keep X2ing until they stop trading. Now we can trade. There's several trade for these. Oh boy. If we kept a blue card, we could even play this. If we play that, we'll go to 3, can't play this. Is this worth playing? Really. None of this is really worth playing, but we're gonna overflow, so we need to at least play a dev. This seems fine. Something like that. Pass on settle. Trade that. X2, I guess. Uh-oh. Are we doing this wrong? This guy X2s for nothing. Nice. This guy gets nothing. This guy gets nothing. This guy gets 4 points. So the same as we do. And he's close to us. But we have more cards in hand. This guy produced, which doesn't really do all that much. Oh, he has a 5-point engine. 5.0, 5.1 card engine. He's not far behind, so he's dangerous too. No cards though. Discard one in the ground. So, 21, 17, 18, 19. This guy's the main danger, it looks like. Oh, he has a better engine than us too, 6-point engine. And he can grow it, well. He has 3 Windfall producers. Blue, any color, and brown. So you can leech all three of these. Well, this guy's quite dangerous now, so we might need to start building here. And then we have GFET and Geo. Nope. Great green worlds. The worlds are not great. This guy should be X2ing, but I don't know if he will. I feel like he'd probably dev here. So we'll go down to 5 after deving. Settle is relatively likely to happen. Hard to say. I think we have to probably dev here. So somebody does dev, but there's an explorer. A lot of redundant stuff there. So dev settle. We have full military for this if we want it. It's not a great card though. Pool is 10. Is it over here? Oh my god. It's almost certainly over. So this guy's getting 6, we're getting 2 is 8. Well, we could do 1. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's over here in this stack of game. Okay, so best dev, NGO. 2, 4, 5, 6. We can get 6 military. That's actually not a bad finish. Might actually win this. Win by 4. I'll take it. 5-player win versus AI. Next game. I don't think there's anything worth replaying here. Well, if I'd noticed the game was going to end here, or anything different. X2 puts me to 25. He's at 24 with 8 cards. It's pretty risky. Ironically, if I'd noticed the game was going to end, I probably would have called dev for this and this. Oh no, I wouldn't have the 6-6. So that changes things. So I probably would have lost if I had noticed the game was going to end. I mean, I would have probably dev'd anyways. The game would end for sure. 6 here, 8, 10, like it ends. I have a 5-point dev. And a 4-point settle. It's not that bad. 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 minus 6, 4. So I'd have enough to actually play a 6-dev end. So I think I'd probably just X2. And then settle would happen. It's actually a better settle. That'll be my finish. So I would have won almost the same result. Instead of winning 33, 29, 25, I win by 1 less. This is a bit better result though overall. Anyways, next game. So for this thing, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 towards this thing, but we have Spice World. This is going to be a tough one. Pretty sure this is the way to go. I mean, Spice World is way too good. Way too good. The rest doesn't really matter. Might draw into brown. I mean, we have consume powers already, though. This lets us play the 2 on green, so we're fine for the green-blue stuff. I think this is probably the best way. Now we probably just produce. Dev, nothing. Settle that, keep what? This is super replaceable. Speculate. They're both speculative, basically. So settle, dev, settle, consume all the phases except for 5. Pass on both phases. So what's the damage here? So we have a 2-point engine, 0, 2-point, 1 card, 0, and 0. Produce gives this guy all his goods, gives this guy nothing, gives this guy all his goods. There's 1 card, there's 2 cards. I mean, one of these is probably going to produce anyway, probably not this guy though. This guy is almost certainly going to produce. Well, it's not even that good for him. So then none of them might actually produce here. This guy's probably going to produce, actually. And what do we have? Trade hit, so we can produce dev. Or we could dev if we expect to produce. So, like, they produce so much, it's so hard to figure out if this is a spot where there's not going to be a produce. Because that's what I have to know. That's what I have to figure out here. So, like, this guy, there's no chance he's producing. Almost no chance. I mean, he has 1 card now, there's no chance he's producing. This guy could easily be producing, but he could easily be building to reach a produce or whatever, like a green world of some sort. This guy would never be producing here. And this guy produces isn't even that good for him. So like this guy's 50-50 to produce. This guy's like 15-20% to produce. So I think we might have to produce here. Produce then dev. Well, the dev happens now. I mean, we're going to be checking most of this stuff soon, almost certainly. It doesn't make sense to discard military tactics though, it's a pretty good card in this format. Basically no way we're playing out there here. Almost no way. Min-maxing the discards. Crunchy decisions. So let's work backwards. So what are we keeping for sure? So one of these two. I guess the other one goes here. Having a bunch of consumes. Make a trade. X2. Oh wow. Trade. Keep one. And then we trade for 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll go to 7. Almost really want to keep the dev. What are these two? Why are we still holding on to this garbage? I guess because we're seeing a lot of cards. Some remote chance it pays off. So remote though. I mean, this is garbage. I guess it's a bit better with -1 to dev. So might be a better keep. It's one of these two for sure. Let's try this way. Okay, so cards 9, 6, 5, 4. Reduce dev. Could dev this if there's a settle, we can play that. If there's not, we can play G-Fed. And then dev this. So, do we have to produce? Looks like the answer is probably no. This guy has to produce here. So I guess we dev. Dev, settle, trade, produce. Huh. Can we get it good and keep G-Fed here? Nice. So I guess we'll be doing that. Okay, 2, play this. Okay, 1. Discard to produce. Trade for infinite. Alright. Good old trade league, so good. So we're up on tempo. This guy's a 6-point, 2-card engine. I mean, there's almost no question we just dev here. So dev, consume, produce. Why is this guy producing? Because AIs like to produce. I guess he doesn't really have any way out, he needs to get goods. This guy X2s for 2, this guy trades for a lot, gets the good back. So we can play G-Fed, pay 4. I mean, as much as I want to keep it dev, it's useless. So trade a good. This is worth 6, 6, and then we have what? Chip. This guy's gonna X2 again, almost certainly. Somebody's gonna get Xeno. We have some decent settles. If and when somebody settles. Scores. We're only up by 1 on him. 41 chips in the pool. This is actually not bad, so yeah, we'll certainly dev. Dev settle produce. Interestingly, he didn't X2. So if he X2'd, nobody would have produced. He would have got 4 and then 0 and then 6. So 10 over 3 turns, whereas here he gets 2, 6, produce, so 8 over 3 turns. But somebody might produce next round, I guess. I don't know. So, what's better here? If we do this, there's a settle. Is it possible we produce the most brown? Answer, no. We're going to want to play probably either of these. 3, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 11. I'll do this one first. Since we'll overflow. 3, 6, 8 minus 3 is 5. 4, 3, 9, maybe 10. Pay 2. This is going to be the same number of points as this one, but we get more points in the long run. I think this might be the better play. We also see more cards. Two points a card back. 3 points. 3 points. I think this is better. Not really sure, because we get produce goods back. Hold on. This produces every time there's a produce, which goes into here, so it's equivalent. Consume power is equivalent. This is equivalent. So this is 1 more point, and this is, we see more cards. Really need to see more cards though. I feel like we're doing just fine. Let's just play the best card. Pay 1. Trade. Oh wow, we actually trade +2 this way too. Yikes. Missed that. Discard 1. We start X2ing. We're up by 9. 32 points in the pool. I guess we just push the end here. Play Diversified for free. Cards in hand. These two guys who are 15 points behind. I think we just dev here. Need to consume produce. Settle. So they both have the consume power. This is worth an extra point. But again, this produces, so it's going to be at least equal. It's going to make me regret discarding Rebel Mode. This is probably fine. Do we even need to trade? No. I don't think so. So consume 3 kinds. Discard for a chip. That was a Xeno card. 10 cards in hand. I guess X2 now. 14. So we get 8, 10, 12. Yeah, okay. Game over. We have a dev leech. Wow. It's not gonna hit. So consume 3 kinds. Consume. Discard for a chip. Discard 2. Doesn't. And we win by 20. Jeez. Four player, yeah, win. Or 5 player. I want to replay the final round. If we call dev, what happens? It's not going to change much, I guess. Actually, it'll end, yeah, nobody cranks, doesn't matter. So we'd win by 20, by 22. Won by 23 the other way, or no, 20. 48, 28, 25. It's about the same result. And was there anything interesting? I think the opening hand was somewhat interesting. Undo game. So let's try military here, just for shits and giggles. So, something like that. Now what will we do? +1. So we still kind of want to play this, and we want to keep all this, so it seems fine. If there's a settle produce, we're good to go. Dev settle. So, start with this one. For the explore power, pay 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I think we'll find an alternate way of getting it out, probably. Actually, we have +1 here, so we only need 2 more. And +1 again. Reach this. Dev and settle again. Awkward. Ooh, not so awkward. Discard 2. I don't know if we're ever going to end up playing this at this rate. What's better? Answer is no, we're not going to end up playing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No produce. Trade. Holy crap. Stars are aligning for this one. Military is 5 base, 6, 7. And 7 for Xenos. Almost certainly trading here. So many builds. I guess it's 5 player. Also haven't really been paying attention to opponents, but this is a replay after all. So, do we play this? Probably not. Awkward turn. Produce. It's only 4 points. So it's not even that good. Maybe we do play it and chuck it. Those 3. Let's try that. 6 base, 7, 8, so we can play this now. play both of these, so I'll certainly trade. Chip dev, no. Settle, trade. Okay. So, what's happening now? 17, 14. Reduce is going to happen, so we just want to dev here. Yes. No settle though. A5. Wait, what? How many do we draw there? I guess we drew 2. Still not bad. Is somebody going to produce, is the question. We're up by 10. Certainly if somebody's going to produce, we want to be settling here. This guy should definitely be consuming. Crazy 8-point engine. 8.3 card. This guy should probably be X2ing. Yeah. So X2, X2. I'm not sure this guy's gonna X2, but I feel like he should be. And it's most likely to. This guy is probably just gonna X2 the rest of the game because of this card. And then this guy doesn't have a whole lot going on, but he draws a lot of cards, so he's probably going to produce. But he has 8 cards in hand, so he might just build. He's probably going to build. So I don't expect produce really to happen necessarily. There's so many players though, like somebody's going to produce, I feel like. Yeah, sure enough. Sure that's worth, but I'll do it. Now this guy's close. Wow. In fact, he's considerably ahead now, probably. Jesus. Oh no, he has one game, so. Still price for 831. I mean, we can't settle well. I mean, we can, but... Probably settle though, because yeah, we can go settle, settle, each one dev, I guess. So it ends here. What? Can't actually play this, huh. That could have been bad. Huh. I only have 6 for a normal military. Win by 6. So the other way was, with an engine, it was 48-28 by 20, but it doesn't mean that much. This was a pretty good result. Things went well. About as well as you can hope with military. Alright, next game. I mean, this thing with this is insane. Theoretically, these 3 cards would be nice, but I don't know how. Let's see how we can keep all these cards. In any case, this is the obvious keeps. Not even any question whatsoever. Now, what do? Trade, explode +1, dev. Trade is probably the best, and just sacrifice whatever. So much. So we could go this into this, emptying our hand. Maybe worth it. I think that's how I'm going to do this. So we produce on both our goods now. And I mean, those two cards, especially Terraform World, is not that great. It's a lot of points, but it's round 1. I want to give my hand size by 2 on round 1. But we can replay the other way, and it might just be personal preference. Now what? Probably just trade again. We each produce from somebody. Seems good. We can reach a dev. Can't reach a settle though, which is problematic. Trade that, produce. Still can't reach a settle, which is problematic once again. So produce again. Do that wrong. Do that. There's a settle. That's gotta be better. Pay 1. Oh, I'm stupid. Well. So what did I actually choose? This is what I chose, so I fucked up. Too bad. Just get the trade. Playing a little bit too fast. Because that's gonna hurt. Basically, you wasted 2 cards for no reason. For 1 point. Okay, opponents are doing what? No cards here. Pretty horrible game state for this player. This player is gonna produce. I'll just trade them. This guy produce. This guy X2. Trade. So produce, trade, produce. Produce. So I guess I need to get consume powers out there. Settle. Awkward. So I could do this into this. And then this. Can I even afford that though? There's no consume. Let's see here. So this onto 4. 3. It's garbage. Start with that. Pay 1. What is happening here? X2, produce. Trade. Huh, he produced last round to be able to trade for more. That's interesting. This guy trades. Oh. Now we have better options. So dev or settle. We're way behind in points, but still 47 chips in the pool. So this is a great card. This is great. There's a dev. So I have the dev here. We dev. No, hold on. If there is a dev, we get a card and go to 10 down to 4, 0. And settle doesn't get rid of our goods, nor does dev though. We have to settle though. So death has happened. Well, let's see. I can actually keep one of these. Or just go the... is that right? You can't really go wrong. Let's just do that. Pay 5. So we're keeping one card out of all these. We have a leftover blue good. If we produce, we can produce on all 3. Maybe play this here. It's pretty strong. Okay, well, let's start with this. See what they do and what's happening. Not a whole lot here. This guy is kind of making a game of it with his what seemed like a dead board. This guy just draws a lot of cards. Passively. Producing every round, he draws 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in a chip every round. And he produced. Nobody consumed, which is good, I guess. See what he settles. This guy explored, has no cards in hand. Kind of whatever. He has the lead though. We're tied. Nobody really has any crazy boards, so I think we should probably be crushing this this game. I do this. Oh, there's no consume, so therefore playing this is redundant. So certainly play this. And X2 for 8.
Yo me acordaré de ti. E iré a verte al cementerio con una flor y un perro.
Keeping this,
En tu
maybe?
funeral cantaré en voz baja. Qué bonito es un entierro.
So we're gonna X2. Yeah. We're gonna be discarding for chips anyway, so it's not gonna. Oh, we're gonna pay 2 here. What? Holy shit. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Something like that. X2. No produce. Curious if typing the number does anything. Ooh. Two from hand for 1 BP. Probably. So we're only up by 2 on this guy? What is happening here? I mean, we just X2 every round, I guess, right? That's how this works. Now this guy is dangerous a little bit. So 8 guys for 2. 4. 35. We crank for 2 or 3, 4, 10, 11 to 45. So we're up by 10 on this guy. Yeah, whatever. He's game. Discard 3. There's a settle. No dev. I think we have an extra consume power. This is one more tiebreak. By 6 only. Yikes. What a crazy final settle, holy shit. How do we still win by 6 with this? Red got how many VPs there? Only 5. Oh, he did X2, I guess. Right. So we would have got 10 if he'd X2'd if somebody settled later. 5-player win. Not sure if there's anything I want to replay here. I think the early game was a bit complicated. Let's see. This is all straightforward. Here is probably pretty straightforward as well. Here. I don't remember what's going on here. Chose trade. I'll be fine. Yeah, like this hiccup. So let's say we don't butcher this round. So what would we do? Play this. Pay 2. Pass on settle. Trade that. Probably trade. Bunch of garbage. Or at least when you consume powers, don't really have much of anything. Only this is good and this, but this just gets us more goods and cards, but nothing else. So you probably have to dev. Dev settle, consume, produce. Redraw, replicate robots. If we play consumer markets, we can afford raw species and draw 3 back or something. Which is okay. Probably the best we can do. Oh, we actually have one more. What happened? Miscounted. That's fine. Pay 4. So that means we keep maybe something better. No brown to speak of other than this. Probably should keep consume power in case we draw into brown or whatever. And nothing else. Not really sure, but I guess we trade here. Hope somebody settles. Okay, well this is good. So, can we afford this and this? That'd be sick. The answer is yes. So good, I mean, almost certainly the best play. Oh, and now we crank for 6. What else is going on? So 28 in the pool. We're in the lead. This guy's gonna produce. So yeah, easy game. 12-point engine. Oh, no produce. He has a brown windfall in hand, which we're about to see. Need to consume power, this is convenient. It's a 7-point play, 4-point play. Not a brown windfall. Don't understand why it's not producing more. Maybe had a good dev for consumes. So pay 4. Something like that. Let's reproduce. And he's going to produce for sure. Almost for sure. 32. We'll trade. I feel like for sure he's going to produce, so let's do it this way. Well, he did not produce, but this guy did. Dev, produce. This is a what? Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 producing goods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consumption. This is a 0-point play. No, 2-point play or something. 4 points? I'm gonna draw infinite anyways. It's just gonna come down to tie breaks. Actually, overflow. Okay, let's rewind this. Produce on here. Dev settle consume. So right now we consume for 2, 4, 6. Play this, we consume for 6, 8, 10. So this is a 4-point play. That's a 4-point play. And that's a 4-point play. And that's a 4-point play. Believe. Whatever. So do that. So this way, what did we do differently? Oh yeah, we didn't fuck up. So instead of 45, 39, 30, it's 46, 32, 32. So a bit better spread. And then the last thing I wanted to check, I think, was one thing I just realized that I could do is, while streaming, when I do rewinds like this, I could have a small overlay that says it's a rewind or something. That's a decent idea to make it clearer. But then I'll forget it on sometimes is the problem. I think it's a good idea in principle, though. I'll make a note of it and think about it. So, last thing I think I want to figure out was round 1. Right, so the passive route, the slow route, the Dawnbreaker route, basically handicapping your hand size massively early game, but for a big payoff later. Definitely not my playstyle. So let's see, what would Dawnbreaker do here? Explore to be able to leech this and this kind of thing. So discard 1, play this, play 2, play this, and then trade. Pass on settle. The problem here is AIs are so aggressive with settles that I'm gonna have to pass here to keep this stuff. I don't know. Explore. Put 8 down to 1. Might be worth it. I mean, trading here versus getting 2 points out of it passively. Basically, trading gets me 1 card profit more than a explore plus 1/1. So I can explore, leech this, and get 2 points instead of 1 card, effectively. Although, it doesn't look that likely that somebody's going to consume, so we could even X2 the next round. Interesting. And then, I don't know, trade at some point to be able to get this out later. Like, what do these things even do? Not a whole lot. Sorry about the banging. Fucking neighbors. Never stop. Yeah, let's try this way. So dead does happen, subtle also happens. We do this, what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't help, really. I guess since this is what we're trying out, might as well just do it that way. Right? I don't think this would be the best way to play this situation. Like, production worlds and consume powers would probably be better, but I'm trying the Dawnbreaker plays. Because that's what I want to see. Pass on settle. Okay, so now we trade, I guess. Could also X2 then trade. But at this point they're going to produce every round, so I think we just trade. Or not. Trade that, get 2 points. So now it's produce mode, I guess. Is it? It's a 6-point engine with a ton of points. This is really good as well. I feel like I need to listen to this band more. Agalok. Do I even have their whole discography? They're really, really good. One might say amazing. Folk metal, atmospheric black metal, dark folk, neo-folk metal, melodic black metal, post-rock. Most of the genres I love. Those. But yeah, they have 5 albums. Looks like I have them all. Oh no, there's one new one I don't have. Oh, it's not rated very well compared. Alright, it's not that good. It's a 2-point play. What are our opponents doing? So, this guy's going to produce. So we don't even need to produce. We can explore +1, reach the settle, and the produce, and still have enough for this, I think. Let's do that. There we go. Almost like we know what we're doing. So, discard 2. Dev. Settle. It's actually the same thing, except we see an extra card. Right? Pay one more, get one back. Right. So we could get a good on both if we want. We don't want though, I don't think. Now we just X2, I guess. Hope somebody settles. Holy shit. Two consume powers. 3 bids. I don't know how we'll get the cards for this, but I guess we can try. We're up by 4. Either save an extra card in hand rather than get a good that we're not going to use anyway. I think that's probably the best way to do this. X2. Good trade. It might be better here, to be honest. Nature settle and then dev. We sacrifice 4 points for 4 cards to be able to get. Yeah, it's probably worth it. I'm not 100% sure. Just trying to play quickly, especially since it's a replay. So discard 2. No builds. Not good. Trade that. Get 2 points. And fall produce 3, 6, 9. We don't need the cards, so we will definitely do it this way. Okay, so now everybody has a huge hand. Score-wise, we're up by 5. And we want to get this and this out. Or we can wait for them to call the phases, I guess. And who's getting VP chips? Not him, not him. Barely. This guy's getting 6, which is the same as us, and he's 10 points down. I think X2 is fine, let the others build. This card too. Whatever. Settle that. Maybe this one actually. It's a 3-2 effectively. They'll produce though. So no. We'll get next weekend, next round, I guess. Settle. Pretty crappy settles. This is a 2-point settle. This will be a 2-point settle. For more cards. No, 3-point settle. So I guess we do this. Okay, 2. So consume power is 1, 2, 3. So we could get more. Final round. No devs still. Bastards. I mean, it's AIs, it happens a lot. They don't like to dev all that much. They love to settle. So, with this alternate route, the Dawnbreaker route, we win 47, 37, 35. Bit better win, but hard to say if it's the better route. It is with this sequence of the deck. But and the second place guy is this one here, with anti-Xeno League and a bunch of worlds, and some consumption and lots of draw. Alright, time for a new game. So, a whole lot of crap. So this is good, this is good, this is fine. Both of these are good. And all three of these are crap in opening hand. So probably gonna go dev, reaching this. Although 4 cards, 3 cards, 2, 1, 2. Can't afford it unless there's an explorer. I mean, settle's gonna happen on round 1 is the problem too. We dev this, can't afford this. We dev this, can't afford this. So like we might have to explore round 1 and hope somebody else devs. Go to 6, down to 3, 2, 1, 0. And which one's better? I guess this one has a good and a consumption, so it's slightly better. All things being equal. So, Alpha Centauri, Starry Rift. Thankfully nobody has any explore powers, so explore doesn't hurt too much. And we probably have to here. Hope somebody devs. Nobody does. So if we knew somebody was going to explore, maybe we could have devved. We go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Can't really make that play though. So discard 1. Settle. So we can go all in for this. Seems ill-advised. We can pass. Go down to 2, produce, trade. So slow, but it's a 4-point engine. And we can probably get this out later. Or maybe this in the small world. So that seems fine. guy gains out of produce, but not too much. This guy gets a card. We have to produce. Wow. Dev settle. Trade. Double pass. Produce trade, we draw 4, and we can afford that, so yeah. Pass. Kills me to do so. Trade. Dev settle. Wow, they double built it again. Holy fuck. It's not as bad against AIs though, because versus humans, the best player at the table kind of thing, or the best opponent, would pull off a leech of the dev and the settle on both rounds, and then you've just lost the game. But AIs, typically early game like this, will only play on the phases they built, mostly. So it's unlikely that any AI is going to be that far ahead of us on tempo. Probably 4, maybe a 5. So, and we can even leech this if we really want. This expansion, Genetic Sab, is pretty good. We don't have any windfalls yet. We also played and just draw one more, but eh. Definitely not. It's close. Are we deving? Go to 5, can't reach this anymore, so I think we're not deving. Because we're a card short. So double pass again, yeah, you see? Nobody even hit 5 cards. Even though there was, how many build phases? Like round 1. Round 1 there was no dev, so it's just a settle. This is round 4, right? Or 3 I mean? No, 4. It's round 3, right? So there's been 5 build phases, so people could have 6 right now. Like a really good human player would have 6 cards. Could have 6 cards. And the most an AI has is 4. So we're not in too bad of a position. So trade that. Get a chip. Alright, so now what? I mean, this is amazing. 8-point engine, just like that. Now the question is somebody going to produce, and if so, we should settle. We settle to go to 4. This guy is not going to produce. This guy is going to produce for sure. So yeah, we just settle here. Hope he doesn't have another blue world. And even if he does, we're not doing too bad against him. Oh, he's up by 6 on us. And he'll be drawing cards. This guy is going to trade, I guess. This guy's probably going to produce also. Almost for sure. Like 90% chance this guy produces. So he can draw 5 next round. So we'll settle here. It does not produce. This guy does. No surprise there. Discard 1. I don't know that we're deving here. Probably not. That way you can theoretically play this later, maybe. What if we play this first? I might actually get an extra card that way and get this out. Yeah. We do get extra cards though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go down to 3. And then we draw to 5 on the consume. And this way, go to 5. And we could leech on an explorer. Well, either way we can leech on an explorer. But so we can either get an 8-point 0-card engine now, or 6.2 card with eventual 10.1 card, 10.2 card, 10.1 card. Super subtle. I don't know, I can't not do that, it's just too strong. Wow. Oh no, okay. I thought he played the other 5-3. Dev, but no. Come on, settle. Okay, so pay 3. Nobody built. Wow. So they produce. So we have a 16-point engine if they produce like this every round. But we never get this out though. If they never explore. Oh my god, somebody exploded, but nobody settled them, or devs settled them. Discard 1. Wow, we also have this now? I mean, if they're gonna produce every round, I don't see how we could possibly lose. Before I lose, but yeah. It's a 16-point in. What does this guy get? Every round he gets 2 points, 2 cards, so it's a 4.4 card engine versus a 16-point engine. Yeah, there's no comparison. So yeah, X2. Dev happens. No produce. So are we even deving them? Guess. Maybe not. I'm gonna wait till next round and see what happens. I think this is, we actually don't dev here. Don't know, my phone is on for making noise. Usually have it off. Right, so produce now. Right. Game is not in 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, it does end here. Well, that's interesting. Huh. So we have to watch this guy. Okay, he only has 4 cards, so if he cranks, we get up to like 27. So if we dev, we just win, I think. Oh, it doesn't end, because... Oh. So no settle. This has to be the best play, I'd imagine. Wait, what? Did end? So this guy's getting 2, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah. Even without X2ing, these things take 2 points each. And we win. So 5-player AI win. Yet again. By 6 against red. I don't know if there's anything I want to replay here. But what about that opening So +1s. I mean, it could have gone even better, like somebody had dev'd here. But yeah, I guess this is pretty good opening. Kind of underestimated it. Round 1, 4.1 card engine against producing it. AIs. Can't be bad. Like, I'd be terrified if an AI started with this, so. Alright, next game. So, barring all things equal, this is amazing. But not a whole lot happening here. I guess we could actually play dropships into malevolent life forms for this. But I mean, that's really awkward. Because we have to explore and hope for a dev again when we pass on settle. It's so bad. But I mean, they build a lot, so we could just dev round 2 and then nature settle and produce, so it's not that bad. Maybe the best way out of this ugly, ugly opening hand. Can't remember how good deficit spending is in this format. I feel like it's probably decent. Similar to base game. Padding for your engine. Something like that. Let's put some sun dev. What can we draw into that takes us away from military, but would want to make us want to play this, for example? Not much. I think this is probably the way to go, roughly. +1. Pray there's a dev. Wow! So lucky. Discard 1. I mean, it would have been even better if it was a produce, but I'm not gonna complain. Maybe this isn't even correct. No credits. Pass. Then dev. This. Ping 2. That doesn't work. Probably just have to go all in here. If only we had the 4-1 yellow. Or 4-2 yellow. I think we'd shove it like this. Against AIs specifically. Alright. Well, now we just explore them. Although, this guy's not going to produce. This guy's not going to produce. This guy's not going to produce. So nobody's going to produce, so we can produce. This guy might produce. Actually, he probably will produce. So do we trust our instincts? It's hard to trust instincts against AIs because once in a while they don't do what you expect them to. Like 90% of the time this guy's going to produce here. I feel like it's even more than 90, but when he doesn't, I'm just crying. It's not that bad. I get more looks than other people and eventually somebody will produce. Didn't fucking produce. Unbelievable. Okay, discard 2. Pass on settle. Now somebody's gonna produce for damn sure. So again, take advantage of our explore power. No fucking produce. I don't understand. So let's take a second here. So this guy's calling settle sensible. This guy's dead. So dev settle. This guy's gonna X2 for the rest of the game. This guy's probably gonna, maybe not produce, he has a lot of cards. This guy should be producing once again. But will he? Okay, this guy's producing for sure. Almost for sure. So once again, I don't think I should produce. But I've been wrong twice so far. And Explorer's not as good as it used to be. 2 players out plus 1 look. Could also settle. I don't really want to settle. Settle's pretty lucky from opponents anyway. They would just explode me. Still no produce. Unbelievable. What the fuck round is this? It's only round 4. What? Feels like forever. Whiffed 3 produces. Okay, so Devin settle again. Jesus Christ. Discard 2. Actually, we're military here. What am I doing? If I can move this into this, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Discard 2. Probably something like that. Here, 1. Not really sure. It's all mediocre. Okay, now what? So we're in the lead, but doesn't mean a whole lot at this stage. Oh boy. This guy's gonna X2. This guy's probably gonna produce, but maybe not. He might settle. Leech to consume. He's more likely to settle, so it's probably gonna be settle, X2. This guy has to produce. Does that like to produce? And probably produce. But nobody's produced yet. And I should probably produce, I guess, so that I can get 2 bits. And whiffing 3 produces is brutal. I guess I didn't lose that much. I explored, so I got a card out of each phase, so it's not like naked trades where I get nothing. It's fine. It's fine. And now what? I have +2 look, which is more than anybody else, I think. Yeah. And I have 5 military, so maybe I'm just exploring. 4 produces. 4 rounds with 0 produces. Round 5, all produce. What the fuck? So I guess this guy couldn't settle, so his backup is producing. He has to produce. Because he has no production worlds. This guy though, why is he producing? I guess he draws a card out of it. He must have some big card maybe he wants to play, so he's going to trade next round. I don't know. And these 2 I thought were going to produce. Okay, so now what? Garbage. Well, didn't really draw much. Get the 9/9, we need 4 more. 2, 4. This is a little late for this. This is garbage. Well, we finally got our good boys. And girl. No idea what's happening in this game. So this guy's gonna trade probably. This guy's gonna build, so Dev will settle. So we should probably trade. Dev, trade, produce. Deficit spending, I guess. 7-5. Credits. I feel like it's a bit late for credits. discard for chips here. Didn't draw anything useful. So I probably should. 7 cards. If I don't, I go to 11. 10-9 next round. So I don't need to. Whole bunch of garbage. Could explore +5. So bad though. I play so little military these days that I don't even know how to play it anymore. I mean, this is mediocre military at best. It's not like I spent the first half of the game exploring. Starting now is like a bit sketchy. Probably should take the points just to stay, like, keep up somehow. I don't know. So, discard 2. And now what? Trade or explore +5? Probably trade just to ditch more cards. I'm gonna have playable card. This guy's gonna build. So he's gonna X2 or trade. This guy's gonna X2 probably. And this guy produce. So there's a dev. Discard 3. Three, 4, 5, 6, 10, 6, 5, 4. That's what I've got. So pay 3. I could stay at 6 if I want, so I should probably keep this. 1, 2, 3. This doesn't even give me points though. Something like that. Trade. Draw this. It's 4 points. Points for 7 cards. Or I could do 2 for 2. Pool is still gigantic. So there'll be at least another round or 2. At least 2 more rounds. And there's a produce here, so I can just trade again. Reaching what? Go down to 4. Play this. So bad. My 6 devs are trash as well, so I guess we'll just chuck them. Settle now. Discard 3. Presumably play this because it's just better. Big card. Nobody X2'd at least. This guy finally plays his 4th card. Keep 1. Oh, this is a bit tough. So here I'm gonna trade to 5, 6. So I'll probably keep this. Nobody produced though, actually, so that's important. So consume phase is happening. This guy's got 2 goods, 2 consumes, another good, another consumes. So he's gonna have no goods. This guy will have 1 good left. So he's almost certainly gonna trade. Or X2 next round. Which means this will be pretty good. 3, 4, 5. 5 for 6. 3 for 4. I think we'll go that way. Not sure. Now we can discard the chips. Scores so close, so close. I'm first to go though, so this guy's gonna gain 3 to 25. And he's gonna have a full hand. Like, I don't see how we can beat this guy. Oh, what's this? It's only 3 points. So he's gonna have no goods. He's gonna have no goods. 1 good here, no goods. Big hand, big hand, big hand. Medium hand. And it could end on tempo. Probably will, most of the time. In which case I go to 23, 26, 728. By X2. I'll probably discard for chips and then explode +5, I think. And just ignore this thing. Really not sure though, it's such a like this game has been so hard, holy fuck. And trying to just settle with a big world. 25, 25, 24, 23, 17. Well, there's the settle. Wow. We got a 9-9, but we can't play it? We can play it. Oh my god. Wow. But the game doesn't end. Okay, well. We have also a good settle for next round as well. Good 6 dev if we want it. Oh, I don't see how we could afford it. We started with what? Oh, 2, 4, 6, 7, 1 more. So we're gonna have 5 cards here. 4 after settle. 2 potentially on consume. 4, 5, 6 maximum next round. There's no way for us to play 6 dev. And it will end. I can't imagine it not ending next round. But it's possible. Let's assume it ends next round. I should keep a small dev, a big dev, don't need the medium one, most likely. Is there any way we ever get this out? Too complicated. Close enough. Settle 9-9. It's consume now, so we could actually get an extra card out this way and then call settle. Maybe worth? Huh. That's a 6-point play, 7-point play even maybe. 6-point play. 5. Basically the question is playing this for 6 points gaining us more than the average player next round out of the settle phase? I guess it is. 6 points is quite a lot. But we block ourselves out of being able to dev anything. But we can maximize a lot through this, so we do this first, and then this. We do this, we go down to 2. Next round, do this, we go down to 3. Next round, still can't play this, unless there's an Explorer. And better cards in the deck, there's the 8-7, 8-8. Do we need them though? To win? This is really complicated. Because if one of them devs next round, they just all get a free 6 dev potentially, like these 3. That's a huge problem. Which kind of makes us want to settle next round. So if we do settle next round, we want to do this first. Basically, you can sacrifice a point, a potential point, to try and draw into better than this, which we might need to do sometimes. So if the dev does happen, we lose a point, but we get a shot at something better. If it doesn't happen, this is still better. Well, let's go this way. Oh, I forgot we're not getting a set bonus too. Okay, so consume from hand for 2 VPs. I mean, I counted it right earlier, but... So nothing special here. Nothing really special here either. This guy's catching up a bit. This guy, oh god, look at this. Ugh, this guy's probably gonna win. Or at least he's gonna be the main threat. What's he producing? 1, 2, so 2 browns and a green. Jesus. Okay, no, at least it's not 2 greens. So he cranks for 8 for now. So discard 2 to deficit spending, and then settle. No dev, thank God. That can't be bad. Could still theoretically not end, but I can't imagine. Like X2, X2, 8, yeah, it's ending for sure. Alright. Shipping card. Oh, we don't actually... Yeah, we lose a point by doing it in this order. Because I could have consumed this good for a chip last round, and then this one this round. Because I only have 1 consume power, so maybe that really wasn't worth it. In any case, it's done. Whew. Win by 4. 44, 40, 40, 38, 26. Oh, that was an insane game. Jesus. Okay, 5-player AI win. Didn't think I was going to win that one. 6 wins in a row. Crazy. 5 players. And I mean, there were so many things I could have done differently. I don't know that I want to replay anything here. It's just so complicated. I just noticed something. The color of the Xeno Invasion cards is darker. Oh, that's funny. Interesting. I guess they didn't notice that. Or maybe it's intentional? It's possible. Probably not, though. Kind of curious now to check other expansions real quick. Wait, am I replaying anything here? Like, everything was just so complicated. It's just not even worth thinking about. I already thought enough in that game. So I want to see, like, for example, alien artifacts colors, just as an experiment. So they're all of the gray color. And, like, Brink of War. All gray as well. So it's just alien, or Xeno Invasion that's dark. Alright, Xeno Invasion 5-player, go. So we have Trade League with Terraforming Surveyors, which is amazing. Mining Conglomerate doesn't hurt. Really expensive world. Mainly we have this. So this is like a yellow? No. It's like a green 3-2. It's not even that good. But it's what we have. Could make a trade round 1. Although AIs don't explore very much, so it hurts so much to not explore. Especially against AIs. Almost certainly do it this way. Go from there, so. Settle, almost certainly gonna happen. Trade, explore +1/+1. If we trade, we lose everything. And I mean, nothing here is, I mean, this is great, but if there's an explore, we can keep it. I don't expect explore to happen against this homeworld. But if ever it happens, we could keep this for later. We could explore to be able to keep it. Problem here is we would lose the good. So I feel like we just have to make a trade now. Nobody traded, so we would not have lost the good. Can always replay the alternate route. So, settle is okay. We needed this in the opening hand. This guy probably will trade. This guy will probably produce. So I guess we settle. Problem is, it's not that likely that a produce is going to happen. This guy's probably not going to produce. Probably not. So we're relying on this guy to produce. Otherwise we want to produce. Explore is also important to happen. Basically, what gives us the best relative advantage is really the question here. Calling settle is only good if there's a produce, otherwise we don't really gain relatively. And there's a decent chance it won't be a produce, like 20% chance or 40% chance it won't be a produce. I'd say like 30%. And explore, definitely we gain the best relative advantage. And produce, we gain 2 cards for 2 actions, so 2 and 2, so 4 cards. This guy gets 1 passive card, this guy gets passive chip maybe, or 2 cards for 1 action. This guy doesn't get anything, and this guy gets 1 passive card, so produce is not even that good. We're going to explore. Well, the settle happens and the produce happens, so. We chose correctly in this case, given what they chose. So discard 3. We have a lot of redundant windfalls. We're probably not going to play any of them, to be honest. I already have one. and that's a problem. So, best world, probably this. Get a card back immediately, and then trade. We go down to 3 cards. We could leech this, or this, probably this next round. Down to 0. We already have plus to trade, so this loses a bit of value. Still good though, trade strat. If we do this, go to 3. Can't really trade or play anything on the leech. Like, settle's probably going to happen next round. So I want to be ready for that, and the way to do that is playing this. So keep 2. One of these two probably. Probably this one. Consume power. Production roll. Trade for 5, so there's the settle. And the produce, jeez. Alright. Trade, can discard for a chip. Pretty good conversion power for this. So, almost certainly going to discard for a chip here. Because if there's an explore next round, we're going to overflow even if there isn't. If no builds happen. Which isn't that likely, but definitely discarding for a chip with the amount of cards we're going to be drawing. And then trade, I guess. Discard, so we go 5, 10, 11, 10. So we'll still overflow if there's no build phases. But yeah, we're good to go. Just trade. So dev, consume, produce. So we'll play that, I guess. Matching anti-Xeno cards. Could be worse. Pay 3. Keep 1. Probably like that. Trade that. Chip in a card. And then discard for a chip, maybe. Superstar card here. Also here. Although less so. Trash and trash. Although this is anti-Xeno finisher, so. And we have 2 rebels. So maybe we don't discard for chips, and we're gonna go to 8 cards here. We could leech this and keep 1. 2 if there's an explorer. Can't play this yet, but if we play this, we can play this after. This. And because we have this too, I think we probably don't discard for a chip. I mean, alternately we could discard for a chip here and just play this and just go crazy with that, which is arguably better anyway. Other than this, playing this garbage anyway. Like, what is this even worth? It's getting 1 point on each of these. It's like, whatever. So I think that's what we're going to do. Good X2. Good dev. Because I don't dev that often. Make sure it happens. I feel like that might be better. If there's no consume, we go bank into this. There's just X2 though. Like, if there's a settle no dev, this is fine. We go to 2, 4, 5. Then we could dev ourselves. I think X2 might be good here. Well, let's look at our opponents. We've been ignoring him for too long. 3 blue worlds, 3 card draw. This guy has a nothing. This guy has this. So he's gonna X2, probably. Or produce. This guy. A whole lot of garbage. Or mishmash anyway. This game never gets easy. So, 7 cards, passive draw, likely to produce or build. This guy, who knows? Probably build or trade. This guy X2 or produce. Probably produce. Or actually, that's not true. Probably X2 because he can't get rid of both goods. So X2 or produce, build or build or produce, or build or trade, build or produce, and trade or build. It's not really helping. Like, is anybody likely to dev? This guy? Dev is like 35% chance or something, so I should probably just dev. Fine. Somebody did dev. Dev, settle, trade. Certainly play this, pay 4. So I have 2 military, so I can play either of these, so I'll keep those. Settle. They're both a point. Guess green is better on average. Xeno keyword, anti-Xeno, terraforming, uplifting. Take a VP, consume for a card and a chip. No produce. Consume from hand for 1 VP. I can do another one, but I don't think I probably want to. Now I probably just X2. Maybe trade. Trade I get a lot. Yeah, trade has to be better. No settle, 3 produces. So trade, that's 4, 6. Wait, no. Let's think about this. So this one, actually I'm losing both goods either way, right? Yeah, doesn't matter. Take a chip, consume for a chip in the card, consume for a VP. One. Is that right? Too late. And we have goods again, so X2 now, I guess. Scores, we're up by 10. Looks good to me. And we have a full hand, like this is now probably going to become an easy game. So dev happens, and there's a produce, so we can play this, get a good back on here, and then crank for 8 next round or something, 10. And then play this later. So yeah, don't mind if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if we'll get to play this though. As much as I would like to, I don't think we'll have the cards to ever. So we're drawing 1, 2, well, 1, 2, 3 cards per round, and spending 2 of them. So like, there's no way, unless we trade. I mean, this is worthless anyways. It's a card for a chip. So we might as well speculate, or give ourselves the option to trade and play this later. seems good. So pay 6 for that, take a chip, consume for a card and a chip. Oh, we don't actually get rid of this one, do we? That's awkward. So we don't draw for this. Oh well. Actually, no, we will produce 2 because of this. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, discard for a chip. And then probably not. I mean, we're gonna massacre them here. It's a right massacre. So do we trade them? This is 7 cards for 8 points. I'm gonna go ahead and trade. Let's try this way. Problem is they're not gonna dev though, right? So I'm gonna have to dev. Okay, so there's a produce again. Best trade is 6, 5, 4. No, we need to put that in here. So trade that. Like, these cards are convoluted. I don't know how we can get them out, really. Just make it simple and dump them. 10 cards in hand. Oh, baby. So, do we X2 hoping somebody devs? Do we need to dev? I mean, we're up by 16. We could just X2 and leech whatever happens. If we dev, we can't leech a settle 2, 4, 5. We can't leech this. Probably just X2 and whatever. Hope somebody devs. Nice! And there's an Explorer too. So we can probably do this and this. Eventually they'll be done dragging furniture around, hopefully, in the coming days. Okay, so I'll probably have to play this. So pay 6. Can I afford that? Probably not. There's no way. Okay, and then it's not going to be great. Nor that. Best settle. Actually, we can't afford this. That's a 1-point play. 2 points. Actually, this is pretty good. Pretty good. For sure, the best settle. Okay, take BP. Draw 1. Consume green. Consume for chip and card. Consume for chip. Gamble. And consume for chips from hand. Game's over. Nearly skunked. 58, 30, 23, 21, 20. GG. $530, I win. My 5-player win rate is better than any other game size against AIs, which is absurd. Doubt there's anything worth replaying here. Actually, wasn't the opening hand? Good sketch. Yeah. Try that. So either way we would do this, but maybe we try exploring instead of make a trading. So we go to 6, there's a Devon settle. 5-4, down to 0. And then trade. Listen to this, maybe? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Couple ways to play this. I mean, this is pretty good. Makes our blues trade for 5. Listen to this. And I mean, with this homeworld and the amount of draw we are going to have, we can't really pass on dev here. Unless we're going to like play this or something. Seems fine. Don't really like windfalls anyways. Even though we don't lose the good here and get the traded, I think we go with this. Probably do that. Although we don't even need this. We could do this. It's a 4 value blue. Like, do we really care about this? Not that much. Whereas this is a killer card. So yeah, I think that's better. And now, is somebody gonna produce? Probably not. So no produce here. Maybe produce here. No produce here, and probably not. But I mean, the only way to get this out is we could export with on twice. Can't even leech it. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to produce ourselves. Which gives this guy 2 cards for 1 action, nothing, 1 card, 1 card. What about produce? No, produce, trade, and then I think we have to produce. So do not. Dev settle trade. Only he dev'd. All 3 of these passed on dev. Even with 8 cards in hand. Settle pass. This guy passed again. Trade. Don't. So now we can produce then dev, I guess. Unless we're sure somebody else will produce. Although I learned my lesson earlier. When I really need it, I should probably just call it. Because if they don't, it makes the whole game really hard. Even if you think it's 95% sure they will, I don't know. It might not be that high. It would seem like it's 95%. So, we have, this is settleable. Problem here is if we produce, we can't leech this. We'd have to call the deck. We'd probably just explore. I mean, this guy should probably be producing, but maybe not. This guy's not producing. This guy probably will produce, but maybe not. This guy almost certainly has to produce, so yeah, I'm just gonna explore. So I can leech a dev and a settle. Go to 7, down to 1, 0. Seems fine. Boom. Okay, discard 3. Okay, well now Devon settle did happen, but we drew this, so does that change anything? Probably not. Can pass on dev, play this, keep this, go to 3. 4, 5, doesn't really work. I think we just do it this way. Now if we could trade to draw a lot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Discard down to 10. For a chip. Seems pretty good. And then leech or produce if it happens, which is just decently likely to happen, so yeah, let's just do that. Holy shit. And only passing on 1 bill face, not too bad. Wow, everybody has 5 cards in play. trade, doesn't matter, they're both the same, both gonna happen. Discard one for a chip. Is there an alien conversion power in this? I don't think there is. I think it's an alien artifacts. So we're basically never playing this. Almost never. This one even less. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit we're never playing. Okay. Now we want to start building. Reaching the consume phases. Scores. This guy's doing really well. But he doesn't consume much. This guy, they both have this card, so these are likely to be the two guys that we have to try and beat. Because this card is so good. This guy's a 4-point engine. So, settle doesn't do a whole lot. I think we could play this. That's a lot of points. If somebody devs into us and we settle, what happens? So 2, 4, 6. So we could play this, and save one card. And draw a settle bonus to 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 5, 4. So maybe we just settle here. Could also play this. Although it's a bit redundant. Call dev. Calling dev might be better. Reach the settle. Because AIs don't really dev, we have a dev bonus. He has a settle bonus. Yeah, I think we're going to dev here. They all have low hand sizes too, so dev is really good. That way we guarantee we can draw or discard for chips as well. Actually, looks like we're going to overflow maybe. Okay, so explore, produce, yeah, probably overflow. Discard 1 for 3. So maybe we play a bigger card then. If we play this, we go down to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 12, 11. This one, we go down to 9, I want to say. 11 minus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. I don't know. We want to play both. Oh, nobody consumed, so for sure that's the right play. Holy shit, I almost messed that up. So used to it being guaranteed somebody consumes, but nobody consumed here, so maybe that's not even the right play. Because I'm not refilling my hand. In any case. So pay 4. This is a 3-point play for 3 cards, this is a 4-point play for 6 cards, so no thank you. This is just never gonna be good here, I don't think. If we're gonna be all that good. Okay. I mean, it's amazing when there's no consume phases when these guys have this card, so I'm happy to let that continue. Probably just want to keep deving, push once again our advantage, and their hand sizes are medium-low. And they're likely to settle anyway because they have better settle bonuses than us. And the AI settle anyways a lot of the time. So we'll dev. There's the settle. So all the phases happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play this to reduce our settle cost. Ooh, that's a good card. Like this too. No green still. Production worlds are good because of this. a bit redundant because we're calling dev. Something like that. Develop, settle, consume. So if we do this, go down to 6. And you probably just want to play this. Or this. This seems better. Play this, it's free. Settle. This costs 5, so not yet. Play this probably. Costs 1. And it trades for infinite. 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus. Although we don't get it back. So pay 1. Probably this. Or this. It's getting a bit late for this to be useful. Trade a good. So we're at 4. 12. We actually go over. With this one, we go to 9, 8. Guess we'll be efficient with our goods. Now I can discard for a chip. Probably should. It's not worth anything. Now scores. Barely ahead. But we have good cards coming. Game is far from ending. So I would just keep building. Never settle. Probably dev. Dev, consume, produce. Well, play a big card then. Pay 4. Trade a good. Oh, this time we gotta do this right. We have a consume power now for the other one, so. Trade that in for infinite, consume for 2 points, and then discard for a chip. And then produce back, and go again. This is only 2 points, this is 2 points, this is 3 probably. So I guess now we settle. Holy shit, we have this too. 9-point settle on this thing. So certainly now we'll settle. Now somebody does, now that we're settling. Convenient. So replicate robots or deficit spending. This is basically a cost. This costs 4. It's a 4-1 effectively. It's a 4-3, but it'll be more later. So it's a 4-3 versus a 4-2 that saves 2. Thing is, we don't really need to save cards. Probably. If I play this, I go down to 10. 6, and then minus 3, down to 3, and trade 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not going to be overflowing, not even close. So maybe we do play this, because we want to play this too, and it's really expensive. Guess we'll go this way. Pay 3. So this costs 2, this costs 3, but this one's worth a bit more. 9 versus 8. Pay 2. How's this for? Right, we have Trade League. Holy shit. So that's going to be strictly better than this, actually. Actually, do we need to trade the good? Probably. Yeah. No produce. Consume for a chip. And finally settle, I guess. Yeah. Final round. Somebody devved. Play this. Pay 2. And this for 3. And discard for chip. So this was the alternate route, right? It's so long that I can't even remember. Yeah, it was the same game. So this was the exploring on round 1 instead of settling, or naked trading. So it worked out really well as well. So the other way was a 58, 30, 23 win. 58, 30, 23. So this was not as good, but still very good. Interesting stuff. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to shut down the Race for the Galaxy stream and come back in, I don't know, 20 minutes or something and play a bit of PoE. Thanks for tuning in. I'll probably host somebody, I guess. Mini host. If I find someone. Otherwise, it'll auto-host somebody. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back in a bit.